From now on, I am Anna Henrietta, not your grace.
Yes, your grace.
Good start.
Witcher, are you ready?
I guess, yes. I'm not looking forward to this, because, okay, if we are gonna go after the one who's pulling the strings on that love, we do not know who they are. We do not know what they are capable of. We do not know what we're walking into. And bringing you two along? No offense, but there's a high risk that you are gonna be a risk or a liability. Or both. But I guess there's no other choice. Let's go.
Yeah, ready to go.
Excellent. Give me a moment. I must don something more appropriate and concealing. Then we will be off.
Well, at least we're not dealing with silk anymore. So, Castel Ravello, the name sounds familiar. Have we walked by that place? Surely, right? Somewhere up to the northeast?
Have you ever faced its sort before?
I have.
How did it end? Did you kill it?
Didn't have to fight him. Hadn't killed anyone.
Have you ever heard of anyone defeating such a vampire?
Know of a man who defeated one, sure, but he didn't manage to kill it. Ultimately, only another vampire can kill a vampire.
Which honestly makes it a whole lot more complicated, as I mentioned before. It's really not as easy as you might think. Also, as I was saying, Castel Ravello, it was up to the north... No, not northeast. I was thinking... Was I thinking of this place? I haven't even been here. I was thinking of some place. I guess I was thinking of Castel Ravello. Well, either way, no problem. We are arriving in the middle of the night, so I hope that will not be a problem, but... Yeah... Just following a trail of breadcrumbs.
Panthers have attacked the wagon! We must help!
Stay back, your grace. We shall see to this.
If we can't see... Oh. Okay, I'll work with that. I'll work with that. We were talking about hunters having attacked the wagon, right? Oi, no. Okay, we really should not have traveled at night. Okay, can I get my in trap down? There we go. That will slow him down. That means, Damien, you can do a little bit more. Okay, you know what? I do need my Quen. Come on, come on. These beasts do keep on moving quite fast. So, how about both of you just burn? That's one down. Damien, please do something else as well. And there we go. That's more like it.
Save us!
All right.
Time to move on.
If not for you, we'd have been done for.
Clearly.
Thank you. You saved our lives.
Hooray!
Yeah, maybe don't travel at night and don't travel without guards because... Yeah, boy. Either way. We have no need to do that. No, no, no. Let's just go. It will be fine. Approach. Easy, easy. Please be safe. Meanwhile, of course, they leave me right behind. Okay, I get there is a matter of urgency to all of this, but...
Tell me more about this vineyard.
Please stay near me.
It's the best in Ortusan. An old master of the winemaking trade runs it. Fabricio.
He trustworthy?
He's held his post for years. There's never been a problem. Till now. I wish to know your thoughts, Geralt. The Sangreal stain, how did it wind up on the paper? Is someone from the vineyard blackmailing the vampire?
Could be a servant. Could be the steward. Could be the wine was just stolen from the estate.
AKA many possible options.
Captain de la Tour, we did not expect any visitors from the palace. How are affairs at court?
Doubtless you've heard of the Beast of Beauclair. Well, we've our hands full. Especially since the rogue last attacked in the palace gardens.
I
trust Her Illustrious Highness was not harmed?
Luckily not.
Kind of you to ask, Master Fabricio. I am well.
Your Grace? We were not warned. I shall order the salon prepared at once.
That won't be necessary. As you can see, we are not here on an official visit.
Naturally. Might I ask then what has brought you to Castel Ravello?
Well, we are technically here for an inspection. We want to make sure that all the wine is in order and all that.
This is an inspection. We've got questions. You'll answer them.
Oh, and who are you, sir, to speak to me this way?
This is Geralt of Rivia, a witcher. He has come to Toussaint on my personal invitation.
Which is to say...
Which is to say, I expect you to treat him with the utmost respect.
Of course, Your Grace.
Did you hear that, Witcher? Fabricio will be delighted to answer your every question.
I'm looking forward to it.
Sangreal.
I am at your service.
Well, first things first. Have you had any wine stolen recently?
Some of this wine might have been stolen. Just a suspicion we have, but any burglaries lately?
Burglaries? Not to my knowledge. And a few days past I took stock of the inventory. All was accounted for.
All
The
right.
barrels lie safely in the cellar, I assure you.
And who exactly has access to the wine?
The Sangreal. How many vineyard workers have access to it?
One might say only I do.
Not like you make the wine all alone. At least a dozen others work here.
I see you've little notion how wine is made.
I'm still learning.
Grapes travel a long road before they become Sangreal. The workers assist me only to the stage of fermentation. I see to the maceration personally and let no one near the fat. Workers, again, assist me during barreling, but then I seal the aging barrels myself, each and every one. The wine lies in the cellar, gains character. Once this process is complete, it becomes Sangreal. And as it happens, only I have the key to the cellar in question.
We'll not get anywhere asking questions, I see. It's a waste of time.
Your Grace, how am I to understand this?
Master Fabricio, we have proof someone's gained access to Sangreal. Someone who should not have, which means one of two things. Either you lie to our face, or you are an idiot who has had wine stolen from under his nose and not even realized it. In either case, you shall answer for it.
But...
Silence! And listen. I shall inspect the barrels in person, thus giving you time to reflect. When I return, I expect to hear answers. Remind me, where is the Sangreal stored?
In the main cellar, around the corner. I'll show you.
I shall find it. Give me the key to the cellar and wait here.
Oh, of course, Your Grace. Here it is.
Come, Witcher.
Ooh, do not get on your Grace's bad side. That is a dangerous place to be in.
We
Oh,
shall wait here, Master Fabricio.
well, that's fine. Anna?
What if Fabricio's blackmailing the vampire? Considered that?
He has his flaws, but I would never suspect him of such a thing. He's been very loyal. He owes all he has to me. His father frittered away the family fortune. He left his son an encyclopedic knowledge of wine. That is all. Fabricio lived as a beggar until I appointed him steward of Castel Ravello. Only then did he come into his own.
Alright, so he for sure is out of the question in regards to being responsible. That's fine. Also, it is dark. Can I please get a little bit more light? Thank you very much. Well, to be fair, I can see easier in the dark, but nonetheless. By the way, Your Grace, please do stay near me.
So where do we start?
Let us see if all the barrels are present. Here's the inventory ledger.
Right here. Alright. Let's see.
Vintner's log. Fermentation completed with no complications. Tapped above sediment line. Here it is, barreling. Everything lines up at first glance. Neatly and thoroughly documented.
Then we must follow our other lead. Benoit said the stain came from the 1269 vintage. Let's find it.
It is honestly very helpful that your sommelier knows exactly the year which the wine comes from. Again, a skill that I, with my super highly enhanced senses, will probably never be capable of. It is the magic of wine. Geralt managed to sway the Duchess's conviction. She agreed that he would, for now, forgo tracking the vampire and focus instead on locating whoever held the vampire in thrall. He had some leads already. These prompted him to go to the ducal vineyard of Castel Ravello, for it was the source of the famed Sangreal, a wine only ever served at the ducal palace to the noblest guests to come to court, including, not to boast, the undersigned. Ah, Dandelion, you should be happy that you're not hanging right now from a noose. And I will be candid, I've had bad... Dandelion? Oh my god. Yet it seemed at the time that whoever was blackmailing the vampire had acquired a taste for Sangreal specifically. Thus the Witcher and the Duchess set out to inspect the vineyard in the hope of finding another lead. But for this Sangreal specifically, whoever is drinking this Sangreal, it's, I'd say, a risky move. The history... I know I'm not supposed to be reading the history of SS as we're looking for Sangreal, but honestly, this is me trying to learn from the culture here, okay? Thank you. SS, often considered one of the chief treasures of the people of Toussaint, is the best known of the wines cultivated in that region. It is hard to determine when, exactly, the first barrels of SS were matured, though we can surmise it must have been around the time of the first human forays into the duchy's present lands. What is certain is that this wine truly gained fame only during the reign of Duchess Adela Marta, who held SS in near divine esteem, and for that reason bestowed upon Castel Ravello the privilege of being the official ducal vineyard. She also reserved a special place in the cellars of the Beauclair Palace for SS, and to this day, 2 barrels of every vintage are ceremoniously deposited on those shelves. The tapping of any of them is, by order of the ducal edict, Vino Sanctus Est, punishable by death through dragging behind a team of horses. Yikes. Yeah, that's honestly just yikes. But as we're reading stuff right now, that also leads us to the full suspicious letter that we found in Detlef's hideout. Detlef van der Eretin. You don't know us, but we know you better than you think. We know your past, your origins, your secrets. We know that you're a vampire. And we know about your weakness for a woman called Renawed. We have news for you. Renawed is alive and well. At the moment. How long this lasts is entirely up to you. Renawed has everything she needs, even Koviri pears, for which, as you know, she has a particular liking. All this, however, may change soon. If you do not meet our demands, Renawed may soon be missing not only pears, but bread and water also. We will lock her away in a rat-infested dungeon and start to torture her. First we'll pull out her fingernails, then we will break her bones, and finally we will strip her skin off, piece by piece. You, however, can save her. All you have to do is go to Beauclair and kill 5 people in a specific way. 5 unimportant souls for the woman you love. You will shortly receive a letter with the first name and instructions. You have 3 days to perform the killing. If you do not succeed, instead of the next letter you will receive a finger of your beloved. Don't try to look for us. You won't find us. Your friends. Well, ain't that peachy. And also a letter naming the beast's targets. Most likely also in the way that they had to be killed. Sheet 1. Count Crespi called himself a knight, but spat in the face of chivalry. That's why he should not die with a sword in his hand, but atone for his dishonor on the town pillory. He was a rogue and he should die a rogue's death. And you did well with Count Crespi. He got what he deserved. Now it's time for Ramon Dulac. That idiot thought he was smarter than a new penny, always issuing his judgments, which broke people's futures and necks. He was a fool and should die like a fool. Alone, with no weapon, in a dark alley, with a broken neck. So you're telling me that the knight's gown and the bed pan or bed warm or whatever was Detlov's choice? Alright. Count de Lacroix committed the basest of acts out of his love for money. He tore to shreds the hearts of those who trusted him. That is why you will cut him to pieces and attach the coin pouch accompanying this letter to his body. And your penultimate victim is Milton de Perac Peran. He who should have shown valor in the defense of the innocent turned out to be the greatest coward of the Beauclair knighthood. That is why he must die like a coward. You will kill him during the tournament, when the hare hunt commences in the ducal gardens. Milton will be the hare. He will escape, like a coward, and then you will hunt him down and kill him, just like a hunter kills a coward. Well then, yet no information on victim number 5. Well, that leaves us to you. Everloose. It is the year we're looking for, but not the vintage.
Everloose. I like it. Quite dry.
An excellent wine. You've good taste.
Thank you, although honestly I really don't know. Okay, we don't need to steal any of that, but this for sure is not the one we're looking for. Do we have any... No. We're looking for possible bottles of Sangreal at the same time we're wandering around here. And I'm not finding any, which is okay. Your Grace, Anna, please. I'm working here. Barrel tap. That might be useful. Est. Okay.
Est. Think everyone and their mother's heard of this wine.
Among the best in the world. Castel Ravello is famous for it.
But also famous for Sangreal. And I will take the wooden hammer, because I have a feeling that we might have to break open a barrel. Just to actually taste if it is Sangreal. Fiorano? No, clearly not.
Fiorano. Dandelion's favorite. Adores it.
Ah, yes. That sophisticated palate of his.
Ooh. You really don't like him anymore, do you? By the way, no Sangreal in any random barrels, which is to be expected, but still worth to check out. Pomino?
Got Pomino over here.
Do we not speak of Pomino? I take it we do not speak of Pomino. And other than that, nothing here. Just more random barrels here and there. What are you? This looks more exclusive. Wrong year though. It is Sangreal, but wrong year.
Sangreal. 1270 vintage.
That's the wrong year. Keep looking.
I'm keeping my eyes, ears, nose, taste buds open. Which means we're probably looking for small barrels in that case, just like those. And everything up here is small barrels. Right, anything else in between here? Perfume, silver mug, glamour. I'll take that. And let's see. Nope, wrong year again.
Sangreal. Barrels are dated 1268.
Close, but not quite the right year.
We needed 69, right? Surely that's a nice year. There we go.
Right here. 1269. What now?
Let's see if any barrels are empty.
Wanna open them?
For now, a knock will suffice. If you hear a hollow thud, we will have found what we seek.
Alright, and all of these are thus the year we're looking for. Can I... Sometimes it is hard to focus on the little
This one
things.
is full.
This
Full.
one sounds full. Also
Full.
full. You check the one all the way in the back?
This
Yep.
one's full too.
All full.
Full.
Your Grace. Did you check one barrel and then not check the other? I swear, if this is the one.
This one's full too.
Which one did you knock on?
Looks like all the barrels are full. Dead end, I'm afraid.
Full they are. The question is, are they full of Sangreal?
We're gonna have to do a little
Grab
taste
Cap and the
test.
hammer. We shall open them one by one and taste.
Yeah, we better not
Ready?
get drunk.
We can start.
I got the stuff. I'm just gonna blame the fact that looting is always worth it. Alright, well, let's start from the right in that case. Although, I'm guessing there's still cobwebs here. Low chance it might be this one. But,
Ready.
Step aside.
sure thing. Have a go. And I'll keep the light ready.
So,
Those hints of spice. Distinctive. This is Sangreal.
Okay, that is brilliant. I will say, though, I've got a feeling you will have to do without the 1269 vintage. Because if we're going to open each and every one of these, it's... yeah, a lot of wine will flow, and not in a good way, because... does wine go bad that quickly? Probably. It will have to be bottled really quickly. And we're really going to have to test each and every single one of them. This is going to go slow, isn't it? I mean, wine is not really meant for me.
Revolting, bitter plonk.
could have gone sour while aging.
Impossible. This is not wine. This is contaminated refuse that should never have made it into a barrel. The fact that it did was no accident, I'm sure.
Which
Master
means...
Fabrizio. Let's see what he has to say about it.
if he's the one responsible... what do you know?
Master Fabrizio, I am very disappointed.
But, Your Grace, I...
You are a step away from losing your head. Speak the truth and you might yet keep it.
Again, don't get on her bad side.
I admit it. I sold a barrel of Sangreal. I beg you to forgive me.
Why did you do it?
I couldn't resist. The sum they offered, it was enormous. I gave in.
Is what I provide not enough?
I wished to buy back my family's estate. For here, nothing is truly mine. I've a roof over my head, ample food to eat, but what is a nobleman without land of his own? I shall tell you everything, if you agree to show me mercy.
Oh. You really made a foolish mistake here. Like, to sell Sangreal, the one wine which is only meant for the Duchess. Oh boy. Did you really think that nobody would find out? I mean, you placed the barrel next to the other barrels. If this barrel ever would have accidentally made it to the palace, this was bound to go wrong.
Really thought nobody'd find out.
I was a fool, very foolish. I beg you, Your Grace, you must forgive me.
Well, it's not to me to forgive you or not, but who did you sell the wine to?
Who'd you sell the wine to?
A few weeks past at the pheasantry, a rich nobleman approached me. He called himself a diplomat, well connected at court. He suggested we embark on an enterprise. Some of his clients had offered dizzying sums for even a drop of Sangreal. He was to serve as intermediary.
This man's name.
He never revealed it. He was tall, black-haired, and spoke with a foreign lilt. He claimed to hail from Cintra.
I've no Cintrian aristocrat at court.
Okay. And how was this wine exactly delivered?
Wine itself. How'd you hand it over?
We met under the cover of darkness in the ruins of Fort Astre. A dozen or so men came to collect. Armed men. The kind that stink of trouble. I had hauled the barrel there. They transferred it to their cart, and we went our separate ways.
That's it? That the last you ever saw of them?
That is to say, a few days passed. A messenger arrived. He said they wished to buy another barrel and, well, I've prepared it. Have it ready to deliver.
Well, for starters, you are not going to sell a barrel to them. You will never sell any more barrels to anyone other than the Duchess. But that will be a ticket towards finding out who is behind this. Which means, I guess that will be enough.
That's enough. Know all we need to know.
Your Grace, I beg your forgiveness.
Get out of my sight. Captain, have your men take Master Fabrizio to the dungeon. He must answer for his crime. High treason the charge. What now, Witcher?
We set a trap. Need to catch the wine thieves. Cintrian noble could be our blackmailer. Next, transport. I'll take it to Fort Astra. Damien and his soldiers will cover me.
For once, I agree with you. We will do as you say. Let me know when you are ready.
I guess that moment will be soon. I will be back soon. I need to prepare. Make sure that I have enough potions. Also make sure that I have oil on my weapon. We'll probably, if we get into a scuffle, have to fight humans. So I'll be back soon.
Need a minute.
Make haste. We await only you.
I know. But I want to make sure that we actually do this and are fully prepared. We have enough bombs. We have all the potions that we need, I think. Yeah, we should be fine. I think we're good, which means a little bit of Hagman's Venom on our steel sword, and just in case... We do seem to fight a whole lot of vampires recently, so... and we have Moondust, just in case. Yeah. Damien, if you're ready...
My men stand ready. Say the word and we will make for Fort Astra. It is time to catch these wine thieves.
I do hope you know the way, because I right now do not fully know where this Fort Astra is, so I'd say we can start.
See no reason to wait. Let's get going.
We will set out now. Position ourselves before you arrive. You take the cart and meet us there.
Just make sure they don't spot you.
When the handoff begins, watch for my signal.
And in the meantime, I'll just say that this was a contract. I was asked to deliver this barrel because there were monsters on the road. And who better to do this than a Witcher? Oh, I know the ruins. I can't remember exactly where they were, but...
Relax. Now we wait.
I knew there were wraiths around this place. Common thugs, the ones to always give trouble.
Ah, our favorite vintner.
Good evening, gentlemen. Not the usual face you were expecting to see, but I'm on a contract. And I was tasked to deliver this barrel.
It's not him.
Of course it's not me. You would really want to kill me? Well, you're not going anywhere anymore. That is for sure. Although, to be fair, now we're gonna kill all of them, aren't we? Okay, you know what? Fine, fine, fine. Let's not blow up the barrels. That would actually be bad. Am I using my right sword? Yeah, I am using my right sword. So, how about we do not do that? And... you know what? A little bit of Igni will do the trick. Just fine. You can have some too. I have all that might. Okay, I do have to worry about blowing up the barrel. Really do not want to blow up the barrel. Oi. Bugger off. Thank you. That will do. Okay, you know what? I really thought I had killed you with fire. I'm surprised you actually survived that. Alright. Does anyone else wanna play? Because I still got this. Which means... yes, I'm a witcher. And I can place more signs down after using an empowered one. Which means... everything will be fine. Okay, is there anyone we want to keep alive in the meantime? Damien? You're with 2 people against 1. And you're not killing him? Also, which idiots actually tried to kill me with a crossbow? Was it you? I don't think so. Okay, I really don't want to blow up that barrel. No, we're gonna blow up the barrel. We're gonna blow up the barrel. And I got killed by another. Alright, let's try this with a little bit more finesse this time around. Because, seriously, with this many people, I should just use the enhanced Quen or enhanced art. Because, seriously, there's just way too many of you. Oh my god, it becomes so difficult to spot who I'm trying to kill and who is still on my side. Seriously. Way too many. Yeah. Have an Eden trap. You guys have an Eden trap as well. Just in case to help with all of these goons. There we go. One by one. It will be fine. Just fine. Totally fine. That's it. You just quickly go down. Alright. Go next? No. Okay, I'm trying to dodge there. Not working. Where are all the guards? Are they all dealing with 1 or 2 little idiots? Have some fire. That will do. That will do. That will do. I'm sorry, Damien. That was not my fault. That was their fault. You... really? Bow and arrow. When do you people learn? Come on. That will be so much better. Gentlemen, let me help you out. Come on. Do something for your pay. I'll keep him in place. That's it. A little bit more hitting right in the face. Yeah. Seriously, how blunt are your weapons? He doesn't stand a chance. Come on, fellas. Even he can hit harder than you can. Exactly. Ah, dear, oh dear.
Is it just me, or did we agree you'd wait for my signal?
That was the plan, but...
Great shot. Good thing you reacted. Can't say how that would have ended otherwise.
at your service. It was a good fight. We managed to capture one of the scoundrels.
Well, that's at least something.
Let's ask him a few questions. Come on.
Witcher, a moment. I was wrong about you.
Well, thank you. I mean, had no reason to trust me, but we did what we came to do. That's what matters. I guess you had no reason to trust me in the beginning, but I'm glad that you have at least seen reason, so... yeah.
Well, had no reason to trust me, and I didn't do much to change that.
True. You are not the most endearing of men. At any rate, I see the effort you put forth. And I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Let us go to her grace. She awaits nearby.
Might have known she'd come. Why is she here, exactly? This close to danger? She was gonna stay there, right?
Wait, she here?
I'm not even
I hope you
surprised.
did not think I would leave this to you alone, especially when every hour could prove essential. This prisoner of yours, bring him to me. We must ask him some questions.
Oh, he's in trouble.
Captain, do the honors.
Who sent you?
His name is Dog. They say he plowed your mother.
You gotta be careful. You're right on the edge, and
Once
that
again,
arrow
who
might
sent you?
go in a little deeper.
Your nun's lover. They call him.
Wait. If he doesn't wish to speak, he needn't. I can think of several other ways he can be helpful. I'm certain the Witcher will need bait to lure the beast of Beauclair.
Very true.
What?
He's a big boy. He will suffice. Only use is kind of bit. Yeah, it's a great idea, honestly.
Sure can. Fresh out.
In that case, he's all yours.
Captain, have your men find me a strong rope. Kind that won't snap when we hang this fellow from a tree.
Rope?
Exactly.
Live bait. Great for monsters, provided they catch the scent of its blood. But I'll see to that.
What? No. Crikey, no! Don't let him!
Stop screaming. Save your strength. Got a long night ahead of you.
Unless you still want to talk.
No! Don't let him! I'll talk!
I might reconsider. Where were these barrels going in the end, my friend?
Barrels. Where were you gonna take them?
I don't know.
Captain, need that rope after all.
I truly don't know. Hornet's the leader, only he ever knew where to go. But he lies over there, dead. That one.
Yeah, he was the last one
First barrel
standing.
went to a warehouse at the port. But where this one was bound, I don't know. I speak true. You must believe me.
Warehouse at the ports. Deadloff's hideout? No, it wasn't the warehouse, but... Either way, the most important question. Who the bloody hell hired you?
Who hired you?
He'll kill me.
Who is he?
Ought to be worried about me right now. Who is he?
Go on, man. Spit it out.
The Cintrian. That is what they call him. I've never seen him, but I know he mustered the men for this caper. That's what they said, that we were working for the Cintrian.
That's not giving me any new information.
Anything else? I swear it.
This might be a dead end.
Take him away. Throw him in the dungeon. He shall await trial there. Captain, we ride to town. Gather your men and seek out the Cintrian. Someone else must have seen him, must know of him.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll report to the palace as soon as I learn anything.
I shan't return to the palace. Our mission has not yet ended. The Witcher and I will await you at the guard post near the port.
Alright, well, in that case I'd say let's go. I have nowhere else to go right now. I don't really know where the hell we are. But... let's go.
Let's go to town.
He's late.
Relax, he'll come.
Your pacing won't make him come
There's something
faster.
I'd like to know. How can you be so damned calm?
Side effect of my mutations. We Witchers rarely get the jitters.
Plus, I've done this an awful lot of
If
times.
something has happened to him.
Captain seems like a man who can take care of himself.
Perhaps he can, but this Cintrian appears to be no common bandit. He
Agreed.
managed to steal ducal wine from under my guardsman's noses. We only learned of it through a fortunate coincidence. And it was he who specified the victims for the vampire. One must be exceptionally confident to blackmail such a monster.
Cintrian could actually be a middleman. Very true. Again, we do not know who exactly is pulling the strings, so We should be happy that he slipped up, because we will be able to use that, but he could still be a middleman. We still gotta be careful.
Still don't know this Cintrian's behind the kidnapping and blackmail. Might have just handled the theft of the wine.
Even if it's so, he then sold the wine to the blackmailers. As I see it, that makes him an accomplice.
Which is fair.
Need to find the Cintrian, whether or not he's responsible for the murders. Even if none of it's his doing, he could still know our blackmailer's identity.
We have to go all the way down the rabbit
It's
hole.
one thing to know who ordered the killings. Other thing entirely, and just as important, is why they... Someone's coming.
Why they did the killing and who will be number 5?
Captain, why so long? We expected you hours ago.
This Cintrian does not work alone. We are fighting an organization, not one man. Bandits attacked us, not a small force either. One of my boys has a broken arm, another a shattered knee, lamed for life. And the word on the street is there's a hefty bounty on your head, Geralt.
On mine? Well, wouldn't be the first time, but... I guess I can deal with that. I mean, not like they would stand a chance, but... What did you learn, exactly?
Don't care. Down to business. You learn anything?
I will start at the beginning. The port warehouse where the wine was delivered. We identified it, then learned who had hired it out. This proved to be a beggar, a stand-in. We found him. He admitted all. A man had paid him to sign the lease. A man he met while begging outside the pheasantry.
Again around the pheasantry.
There, fate lent us a hand. A waitress recalled spilling wine on a nobleman who spoke with a Cintrian accent.
What did he look like?
Her description was not helpful. Handsome, well-dressed, with a beard. No distinguishing marks. This could be anyone. But she remembered his female companion very well, as she recognized her. On the Cintrian's arm was Cecilia Bellant.
The singer? I've heard of her. She's said to be gifted, fairy.
The same. We went to her home immediately. Cecilia was not there, but we questioned her servants. A chambermaid claimed Cecilia is to meet a Cintrian gentleman tonight. She'd invited him to a reception mounted by the Mandragora.
The Mandragora, I take it that is a tavern, inn, bar.
The Mandragora? What's that?
A club, an affiliation of local artists. Painters, sculptors, troubadours and dancers.
Never heard of it.
They exude mystique, consciously, I think. Behaving like an exclusive cabal. Artistic elites. Every now and again they mount soirees. Only wealthy patrons are invited. All arrive in elaborate masks, then drink and flirt.
Well, that's fancy. But we need to nab the Cintrian in that case.
Gotta nab the Cintrian. Seems we have to go to that get-together.
You read my mind, Witcher. I shall gather my men, surround the establishment. Not a mouse will squeeze through.
And I guess I
Out
will
of the
search for a
question.
mask.
If the Cintrian truly does have men about the city, he will find out and escape once again.
Duchess is right. Need to be careful. Best go there, blend in with the crowd.
Precisely what we shall do.
We, Your Grace.
Geralt and I. In that sort of company, the Witcher could use my help.
I don't like the
Where's the
idea,
event gonna
but
be held?
I agree.
Mandragora always assembles at the same place, a residence in Oatville. It's a very distinguished district. Geralt, you must don appropriate attire. Then meet me in Oatville, in Mountebank Alley.
Yeah, there's no saying no to her. And I do love that little trick. Either way, that means we are going off to a masked ball. Meanwhile, Damien, are you okay?
I should double the patrols, just in case.
Wouldn't hurt.
Good luck. I hope you get the bastard.
Yeah, so do I. Really hoping we can do this without too much more civilians getting hurt and whatnot. Either way, where would we have to go exactly? all the way over here. Put on clothes Anna Henrietta will consider appropriate for the soiree. Alright. What is considered appropriate? We're gonna have to ask around. For sure we need to go all the way down there. I'm thinking we could make a quick trip towards Corvo Bianco. We can check out and see how Marlene is doing with the Hunger Game. If I then search for my own stuff that I have in stash, we can actually take that along in case that is not appropriate, then we can take something else over here, perhaps. So, for the time being, that means we're heading north.
On his head.
I'm sorry? Well, okay, I guess maybe having a price on my head is an issue. What do you mean? This action's not allowed during combat. I'm riding, I'm trying to sprint. Dear oh dear. Well, to be fair, I am curious who placed that price on my head. Are they still here? Please tell me they are still here. Come on. Gentlemen. Gentlemen.
Hey, is that not this cur with the price on his
Yep,
head?
that was me. That was me. Totally me. I see a bow. I see a bow. And I say no. Alright, guards. Thank you very much. Very helpful.
Sheath that blade, you twit.
Didn't look like locals.
Of course that's better. I'm trying to help you. Yeah. Alright, let's see what we can find. Contract on a Witcher. That's what I'm looking for. Just that? Not even a price? I mean, I guess it looks decent enough. Yeah. But you didn't even... You just get a picture of me? Not even a sum of money that you get for actually killing me, wanted, dead or alive, that stuff. Well, fine. Now I guess I don't know what I'm worth. Well, I know what I'm worth for myself, but... Either way, let's go back home. Hopefully, we're not gonna be in any further trouble in regards to more... well, idiots on the way. Home sweet home. Hopefully Marlene also thinks of this place as a home right now.
Take it easy.
Honestly hope that she's doing good after the whole spotted white situation. I guess I should have talked to her last time I was here, but I kind of forgot with the whole armor situation. Marlene, hi. Good evening.
I don't know how I will ever repay you, Witcher.
Don't expect to be paid. Hope you're feeling better, that's all.
Oh, yes, I feel my strength returning thanks chiefly to Barnabas Basil's care.
He's a good
Horrible
man.
ordeal you endured. Glad I cut it short.
Yes, years of suffering. Do you know what was worse than the hunger? Watching my loved ones, my children grow old and die. All my family's long gone now. The last of my kin perished decades past. I fear I've nowhere to go.
I'm so sorry to hear that, Marlene. I mean, you can go to town and start a new life on one hand, but no. If you want, you are absolutely free to stay here. I mean, Barnaby is a good man. He will keep you company. He loves to play Gwent, which means, well, for the times there are no household businesses that need to be attended to or stuff with the vineyard, you two can have a play. This could be your home if you want to stay here.
This is a big house, big estate. You can stay here.
Truly? I could never infringe so on your hospitality. Yet,
Yeah.
after all I've suffered, the years of starvation, I've but one dream. At last to prepare food that fortifies, nourishes, to delight in the tastes and smells of spices, to sit at one table with others and eat.
Don't see a problem if that's your dream. You could help Barnabas Basil in the kitchen. Eating his meals. You know he's not a culinary virtuoso.
Nothing could make me happier. Thank you.
No, thank you. House could use a woman's touch.
I've one other thing I'd like to tell you. Many years ago, my father assembled valuables for my dowry. I never wed, so they remained unclaimed. These baubles are no use to me now, but to you, well, perhaps let them be a token of my gratitude.
Are you
If
sure?
you wish to find them, you must go to my old home, to Trastamara. The dowry lies hidden in a barrel in the cellar. There are several barrels. You must give each a knock until you find the right one.
Do just that. Thanks.
I don't think it's very likely for me to return to that place anytime soon, but in the future, might always pay that place another visit. But where exactly did you learn to cook? I'm just curious. I mean, not like the broth that you were making as Spotted Wife was any indication of your capabilities, but I'm just curious. I mean, it's a long time ago that you learned to cook, so it's knowledge.
I'd never expect someone with your past to feel drawn to the kitchen.
Do you fear I will cook in your home as I brewed as a wife?
No.
Counting on you having slightly better taste as a human.
Of that, you can be sure. I loved cooking, even as a child. My gran was a true master in the kitchen. Her spit-roasted oaks was famed throughout the land.
Thought you were a lady, owned an estate.
Do you mean to say a woman of my rank should have had a cook? You're right, of course. And I had the best of cooks. But I devised the dishes myself. They only prepared them.
Nice. But are you not lonely? Don't you miss the company of others right now? And I guess in the past. But right now, how are you doing in that regard?
You sure you don't feel lonely out here?
I cannot say yet. Too little time has passed since you freed me of my thrall.
Very true.
But somehow, for now at least, I do not feel drawn to the city, to others.
Visited others' homes as a white.
Yes, but ever at night, when all were asleep, I went in search of spoons.
Remember, you can always change your mind. Decide you've lived here long enough, just say the word.
You are not stuck to us.
Wish to seem ungrateful.
And I'd never want you to stay against your will.
Exactly. Well, either way, Marlene, for the time being, I look forward to, well, enjoying a meal with you and Barnabas. So, for the time being, take care.
See you later.
Take care, Witcher. And remember, you always have warm food awaiting your return.
That sounds like a lovely thing to return to. Thank you very much, and it is late at night, so good night. I, meanwhile, have got a party to prepare for. Marlene turned out to be an open and honest woman. She and Geralt had a friendly, candid conversation and decided she would remain at Corvo Bianco for the foreseeable future. She would tend to the kitchen there, and thus, in addition to Marlene's gratitude, Geralt gained an able cook. The majordomo was thought to have no culinary talents whatever, having burnt several pots of water in his time. Marlene also told the Witcher that a long time past, her father had amassed for her a dowry that was likely to be lying undisturbed in the cellars of the Trastamara estate, which would bring us all the way back down here. Yeah, maybe that will remain there forever, maybe not. If we are to live here after this entire ordeal, if we get to still live here, I mean, with how fickle Anna Henrietta can be, who knows, maybe Corvo Bianco will be taken away from us as well. Either way, by the time we will have to return, I'm sure we can pay that place another visit. But for now, gotta get myself ready for that party, gotta get myself the proper armor. Oh, I fear that I may have sold quite a bit in the past. I have got some Nilfgaardian trousers, which I think might work. I've got some elegant Nilfgaardian shoes. I also got the elegant Skellige shirt, but I'm not entirely sure if a Skellige shirt would actually fit the setting over here. Like, would that be considered good? I'm not entirely sure if the elegant could chase doublet could work. I'll take that along. That means I at least have boots, legs, and the shirt. Something tells me Skellige will not be appreciated here. I mean, that's too rough and tumble, perhaps. And other than that, it's, not too sure at all. It's all festive slippers and whatnot. Skellige breeches, not gonna go with those for sure. For a mask, I could go for King Voltest, perhaps. Maybe. I do like that one. Do I still have my Wolfen mask somewhere? Surely, right? Yeah, the Wolfen mask is always in my possession. That's fine. Let's take the King Voltest mask, just in case. Maybe it's fun. And I do wonder. Where did I keep it? Olgierd's outfits. They were ornate. Maybe? I mean, it's armor, yet at the same time, well, ornate. It looks fancy. Olgierd was always dressed very well. I'm just gonna bring everything, just in case. Where are my... Was it... No, it wasn't those that I had. Where are the right hands? No, it was the shoes. I guess I will stick to the Nilfgaardian trousers in that case. Have the ornate boots and have the ornate robe. If that is not correct, then I always have a backup plan in order. Would I need gloves? I might need gloves. Do I have any gloves that are fancy? I want to be ready for a party. Is that actually correct? Is that actually correct? Man von Sintra. That is correct. I am so gonna go in ornate robes. Barnaby, I'm going to a party.
Going to a party, dressed in robes similar to Olgierd and Vladimir? I know it's not gonna happen, but I do hope that we don't get possessed again like last time. For we are here for business, and not for pleasure.